Good morning. We're on week 3 of exploring class or postures and classes, all in the things of revolution and working with twists. We're going to continue doing some of the postures we've done the last couple of weeks, but today we're adding in binding and twists, because a lot of the binds that we practice in yoga, some poses, a bind is basically at any point where you're connecting your hands with each other or to a different part of the body. So instead of, for instance, the arms being open in Warrior Two, if you would take the hands in Gomukhasana or using a strap, the hands would be considered in a bind. And there are just a couple of notes on binding. There are different ways to do it. It would be good to have a strap or a belt or a strap substitute, maybe a non-stretchy towel, to add some length to the arms today if you don't have those. But there are a couple of different techniques for binding. One is to do fingertips cupping like this. So if you can imagine just curling your fingertips, stacking them together and grabbing like this. This is called Ganesh Mudra, and this is one option for binds. The other option for binding your hands together is to take the hand that is reaching and grabbing the wrist. You will see this in Parsvokonasana, in the seated forward fold, if you can grab the opposite wrist and grab there. But that's if you have more space to go, grab the wrist. So options there. There is nothing that is a bound version of the pose makes it superior in any way, but it is kind of a container for the body. At any point you can make those extra points of contact and connection, and that may just be using your strap, grabbing onto a part of the body. It contains the posture a little bit more, and sometimes it allows us to use the leverage of your body to move in a little bit of a deeper way into the posture. So that's just a couple of things to keep in mind as we go through binds. But we'll do a nice all-around practice. So getting started, find a nice comfortable seat. And I want you to cross the right shin in front of the left. Just easy cross-legged Sukhasana, and having your strap or a strap substitute available. Take a nice wide, almost like a V shape with your arms, okay? And with holding onto your strap with the arms reaching up, lengthen the tips of the shoulder blades down towards the hips, create a little bit of length in the neck, and with the hands create a little bit of tension, pulling the strap apart. Might be to generate just a little bit of heat within the shoulders. And then slowly begin to exhale, rotate to the right. Keep the spine nice and long. Inhale back to center. Exhale, use the rotational course, twist over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, I want you to begin to keep that tension between the hands. Slide them a little bit wider if you need a little bit more space as you begin to drop the hands behind you, taking the hands slowly all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, reach the arms back up, get long, maintain the tension in the hands. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come to center. Create the tension in the hands. Change the cross of the legs behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, drop the hands all the way behind you. And as you inhale, slowly, slowly come back up. And as you come back up, notice where, for me, it's usually right about here, or my hands are reaching almost straight behind me, that I have the most amount of restriction. So I'm going to hang out there for a moment, maybe do some small movements up and down. So that might be a little bit lower for you. That might be a little bit higher for you. Wherever it feels the most stuck, spend a little bit of time there. And on your next inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, just take a forward fold. And you can set your strap to the side, but keep it nearby. From here, go ahead and transition into tabletop, please. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Fingers are spread wide. Nice point of contact, especially grounding down through the base of the index finger. Inhale, lift the chin, let the belly hang. Exhale, arching around the spine, gaze towards the navel. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, arching around the back. Inhale, lift the chin, belly hangs. Exhale to cat pose, press the floor away. Inhale to a neutral tabletop. Exhale, feel the full engagement of the belly towards the back of the spine. Inhale, lift the right arm and the left leg behind you. Exhale, knee to elbow, gaze towards that point of contact. Inhale, lift up, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, get long. Exhale, lower down to tabletop. Inhale and tabletop, reconnect through your core. Exhale, completely feel the ribs draw in. Inhale, reach left arm and right leg up. Get long. Exhale, knee to elbow, curling in. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, get long. Exhale, lower to tabletop. From tabletop, inhale. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take any movement that you would like to in your down dog, but continue to feel the connection of the base of the fingers into the floor, creating that little bit of tension as if the hands are pressing the floor away while the toes are dragging it back behind you. One more inhalation here. And then exhale completely. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, pause. Exhale, engage through the core. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Stay here, lift the right leg up, right leg behind you. So right arm, left leg. Find that diagonal. Exhale, lower down, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, engage the core. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, drop it down, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time each side. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, engage through the core. Inhale, right leg lift, or right arm lifts. Inhale, left leg lifts. Pause for a moment here, get long. Exhale, drop down, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, feel strong through your core. Inhale, left arm reaches. And then exhale, lift the right leg up. Inhale, get long. Exhale, lower down the arms and legs, downward facing dog. Good. Nice little bit of core awakening, rotational strengthening here to get ready for our twists. On your next inhale, look forward between the hands. Begin to walk the feet slowly up towards the hands. Have a soft micro bend in the knees. And then interlace the hands behind the back. The base of the palms may be open or touching here, your choice. And then inhale, lift halfway up. Keep the interlace of the hands. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms overhead. Head and neck relaxed. Maybe take the knuckles over to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, knuckles to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, slowly release the interlace of the hands. Slowly begin to roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Come all the way to stand. Find yourself in mountain pose and Tadasana. Draw the hands into the heart. Pause for a moment as we begin to truly flow into our practice. Offer up an intention for yourself. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale, spine grows long. Exhale, tailbone reaches towards the floor, feet ground. Inhale. Exhale completely, release the hands by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold forward, flat back, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long, shoulders even with hips. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, reach up, get long. Exhale, hands to prayer, Tadasana. Inhale, circle the arms up, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, chest to thighs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to prayer. Surya Namaskar A, inhale, reach up, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, leg strong, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the right hands and step back with the right foot and the left foot in plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, forward on the toes, either bent leg or straight leg, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose, bhujangasana. Exhale, back towards the heels, lift hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Settle into your downward facing dog for a couple of breaths here. Feel your whole body. Feel softness through the face, but take your attention specifically into the shoulders and broaden a little bit in the shoulder blades. Press the floor away. On your next inhale, look forward between your hands. Take a large right step and left step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands through prayer. Inhale, get long. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, palms down, take a left step and right step to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, forward on the toes, either knees down or straight leg chaturanga all the way to the floor. Inhale for cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, lift hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, feel the upper arms rotate slightly outward towards the pinkies. Feel the broadness in the upper back. Inner groins press back. But feel that length all the way down through the side ribs as the arms press the floor away. Good. On your next inhale, look forward between your hands. Take a large left step and right step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale, straight back into it, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the right foot, the left foot to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, your choice, upward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the neck, relax the face, but feel the work of your whole body. We can get a little bit rushed sometimes in vinyasa yoga. It's just, sometimes it can be just fun to flow, but the pauses are important as well to kind of reset the breath and stop ourselves from just building up steam as we sometimes get carried away in our everyday activities. This is the pause. Your next inhale, look forward between the hands. Step or bend the knees. Lightly hop forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Little back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, palms down, step back with the left foot, right foot. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I've been thinking a lot more about the interplay between how nice it feels to flow, but how much we sometimes need to pause, and how we can kind of regroup ourselves in the pauses when we start to get carried away with things in sometimes negative ways. On your next inhale, look forward between your hands. Walk or slightly bend the knees. Hop forward between your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, reach up, get long, little back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to prayer. Adding in some lunges, inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, palms down, take a large right step back, keep the right knee lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up, high lunge, gaze lifts. So press through the right heel. Try to take the left thigh parallel to the mat, keeping the left knee stacked over the ankle. Inhale, lift the gaze, maybe palms touch. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale to the floor, locust pose. Tops of the feet down, interlace the fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the feet, lift the arms, lift the shoulders. Gaze ahead, but keep the neck soft. Exhale, hands in line with the chest. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg lifts up behind you. Exhale, right foot forward, back knee stays lifted. Inhale, arms rise up. So press strongly through the left heel behind you. Bend deep into the right knee, but keep the right knee stacked over the ankle. Fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. Maybe palms come to touch. Exhale, palm fingers down towards the mat. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, palms down, take a large left step back, lower left knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms rise up. And with our arms, we're getting a little bit more warmed up into the shoulders. Bend the elbows, stack the left elbow on top of the right for eagle arms. And as you stack the elbows, that's difficult, take the forearms together, but begin to create some tension. Squeeze the elbows towards one another, then begin to lift the elbows up towards the height of the shoulders. Forearms slightly press away from you. Back of hands to touch or palm to palm. Lift the hip points up. Exhale, fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor, locust pose. Taking that same bound variation, fingers interlace. Inhale, reach the knuckles back, toes lift, chest lifts. Exhale, fingers in line with chest, cobra. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes, come up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg rises up and back. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, this time, right elbow stacks on top of left. So again, pause for a moment here. Feel the squeeze of the elbows towards each other. Elbows begin to lift up past the height of the shoulders. And instead of letting the hands come towards the face, press the forearms away from you. So nice engagement there. Press the top of the right foot down into the mat. Lift the hips. Exhale, release everything, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Take a large left step back. Inhale, come to your high lunge. Exhale, release the hands to prayer in the chest. Inhale, get long through the spine. And as you exhale, begin to rotate and turn the chest so the left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. And as you begin to twist here, don't let the chest collapse too much onto that right thigh, but create a little bit of space there. And if you want, you can take the right thumb into the right hip crease to help encourage yourself to lengthen the torso. And then maybe take the hands to prayer. And remember not to create too much tension in the neck. Soften the neck, but feel the rotation more through the mid and upper back as the chest turns towards the right. One more inhalation here. Exhale, fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga all the way to the floor. Inhale, locust pose with fingers interlaced. Exhale, hands in line with chest. Inhale, cobra pose, bhujangasana, elbows hug the side body. Exhale, lift the hips up and back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale. I think I just got confused on my sides. I think we need to have the left foot forward. Maybe take a large left step forward. Gina's gonna laugh at me. This was like a continual problem for me when I was in Columbus. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Inhale, get long through the side body. Exhale, take the right elbow towards the outside of the left knee. Thumb goes into the hip crease. Begin to turn and rotate the chest. And if I'm totally cueing you wrong here, take the second side. Hands come to your heart and chest, or to your heart and prayer pose. And remember, if it feels like the chest is collapsing onto the thigh, create a little bit of space there. You don't want your chest to be supported by that thigh underneath you. You want the work of your rotational core to be helping you into the revolved posture. Try to take the elbows in one straight line. So lift top elbow a little bit more in line. Good. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Inhale, take a large right step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the side, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer. Have your strap nearby. We're going to be doing our next bind. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fingertips down. Take a large left step back, left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, I want you to start by rotating left elbow just as we did before, but we're going to start off low. Okay? Now with your strap, you come into this bind, your top arm is going to reach behind you. Left fingertips are going to come towards the floor. Now for some of you, depending on your proportions and arm length, I can grab my fingers here. And you might find that you can on one side, but not in the other. Sometimes it's helpful to have the strap in the hand that's reaching behind you. And you can do a little bit of a lasso to maybe get it to come through. Ooh. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. But if you can take the fingers, okay? If you can take the strap, take the strap. If neither one of those is working, let the left elbow stay to the outside. Keep the right hand towards the left hip. Now let's keep everything here, or in an inhale, begin to press through the left heel to straighten the right leg. Baddha, Parsvokonasana. Okay. One more inhalation. Exhale, release, fingertips down. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, locust pose. Lift the chest, stretch the shoulders. Exhale, fingers in line with chest. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, take a large left step forward, right knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, twist towards the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. You can pause here. Take the armpit close to the outside of that right knee. And notice if you have more ease or difficulty twisting one direction or the other. Okay, now stay here. Release right fingertips down towards the floor, towards the block. Left arm is going to get super long. Start reaching behind. Flip the thumb down and reach under. Okay, And that left hand may come towards your right hip. You might find that you can begin to reach under, taking any kind of a grip. Remember our grip options: fingers together, or left finger grabs right wrist, or use your strap. Stay just as you are, or begin to reach and press through the right heel to come up into Baddha, Parivrtta, Parsvokonasana, bound revolved side angle. Slowly release. Inhale, take a large right step forward and fold. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Building on from here, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, palms down, take a large left step back, turn and ground the back foot, and then pinwheel the left arm up and back, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Okay. For Vira 2, I would like you to come into Garudasana arms, eagle arms. So stack right elbow on top of right, lift the shoulders up, bend a little bit deeper into the right knee. Okay. Inhale, arms get long. Exhale, reach the left fingertip behind you, grab hold of either the right inner thigh, right hip point. From here, I want you to begin to straighten the right leg as we come to a bound version of Trikonasana. So that left hand is reaching all the way behind you, grabbing on where it can. And the right leg straightens and begin to even out the side ribs. Okay? Keep drawing that left head of the shoulder back and feel the evenness through the waist. Okay, you're going to keep your left hand just as it is, turn your gaze down, bend into the right knee for bound half moon pose. So keeping the left arm tucked behind you, reaching up, come into half moon. Take a couple of more breaths here. Lift up that pinky edge side of your left foot behind you. And then slowly begin to bend into the right knee. Reach out, just get long into Warrior 2. Exhale, fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, step to plank. Pause in your plank. And then draw your right knee towards your left elbow. And then inhale, step it back to plank. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale. Last time, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, and lift up and back into downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, Vira 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And again, we'll do those Gomukhasana arms, left elbow stacks on top of right. Feel the lift of the elbows up past the shoulders, forearms away from the face. One more inhalation here, drop the front knee a little bit lower. Inhale, release the arms, get long. Take your right fingertips, wrap them around you, grabbing hold of the left hip, left inner thigh, and just notice how that opens up the chest as you get started. And with there, begin to press through the left big toe to straighten the leg. Stay long through the side body. Transition into Baddha Trikonasana or bound triangle pose. Left fingertips are towards the leg, towards the block. Keep the front ribs drawing in. And keep an evenness through the chest. And you can notice the effect that that has on that top shoulder. Okay. One more inhalation here. As you exhale, bend into the left knee. Remember, come into bound half moon pose. So that right hand is going to stay behind you just as it is. I think it can be a really helpful reminder, both in triangle and in half moon, that we don't want the chest collapsing forward in either of those postures. Kind of keeps us a little bit more honest about how we're moving our bodies. Lift the right leg up a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly bend into the top knee, reach back with the right foot. Warrior two. Exhale, fingertips down towards the floor. You can take the vinyasa. You may come to downward facing dog. We all meet in downward facing dog. Good. And from downward facing dog, lift the right leg up high behind you. As you exhale, take a large right step forward between the hands. Turn and ground the back foot. Inhale to warrior one. And straight into pyramid pose, exhale. Press the right leg straight. Inhale, get long. You can slightly broaden your stride if that works, that alignment works better for your body. And exhale, arms reach forward, fingertips down towards blocks, towards the floor. And if you have a lot of space here, turn the fingertips backwards and walk them towards the back edge of your mat. As you continue to breathe here, keep pressing down through the base of the right big toe. Good. Keep the back of the neck long and soft. And if you have a block nearby or you want to use a block for revolved Trikonasana, place your left hand in line with the right foot. On an inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the floor. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. Just pause in here for a moment. We're going to come into revolved half moon. So you can shift your gaze down. Keep the top arm lifted here. So you bend into the right knee, shift your left hand forward so you get support. I prefer to come up on my fingertips here. Keep the left heel reaching and lifting up. Stay buoyant through the top foot. Stay here in revolved half moon. Or begin to bend into the left knee. Reach back with the right hand. Maybe catch the foot and press the foot into the hand. Baddha, Parivrtta, Ardha, or bound revolved half moon. One more inhalation here. Exhale, slowly release. Down dog, child's pose, or plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. On an inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. And as an exhale, press the left leg straight. Broaden your stride if you like as you come to Parsvokonasana, pyramid pose. On an exhale, fingertips down towards the block, towards the floor. Chest coming towards that extended left leg, grounding heavily through the base of the left big toe. Back of neck stays long. Left thigh engaged. Just kind of opening up through the hamstrings and the hips. Keep the spine growing long, side body long. Good. Now right hand is going to come to the block, to the inside of the foot. And if you have space to take it to the outside of the foot, feel free to explore. Okay. On an inhale, left arm rises up. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. Both legs stay straight. Whole chest turns. And keep that top arm reaching up, lifting. Shift your gaze down towards your left big toe. Bend into the front knee for revolved half moon. Step forward, come to stand on the left foot. Right heel reaches up towards the ceiling. Top arm grows long. Chest turns. Stay here. Or bend into the right knee. Let left hand reach back. Grab onto the right foot. Baddha, Parivrtta, Ardha, bound revolved half moon pose. One more inhalation. Exhale, slowly release. Down dog or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Hope we are all having a lot of fun so far. From downward facing dog, look forward between your hands, and then set your knees down. You can take the knees wide, sit back towards the heels, come up onto fingertips, and with your fingertips pressing down, allow your chest to sink between your arms. Again, awareness into your shoulders here in this version of child's pose. Good. We're still going to work with the binds a little bit more here. Okay. On an inhale, shift onto your seat, come to seated for Navasana. So we've been working on side crow the last couple of weeks, and we're going to keep doing that one. We'll practice that one again today, but building onto it. Okay. So beginning in Navasana, chest lifts up, tips the shoulder blades down, come back to tiptoes, reach the arms up. Shins come parallel. Good. Flex the hands. Start by twisting over to the left. Fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. Create a little bit of contact, right arm to the outside of the left knee. Exhale to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Chest turns and rotates. Shins keep lifting up. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay here. Straighten just the left leg. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Straighten the right leg. Inhale to center. Exhale, cross the ankles. Sit up nice and tall, Sukhasana. Good. Breathe deeply into the body. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, lower, Ardha Navasana. Ankles and shoulders lifted. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale, Ardha Navasana. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale, Ardha Navasana, pause. And then exhale all the way down to the floor. Good. From here, draw the knees in towards the chest. We're gonna come into side crow on our back. Hands reaching up towards the ceiling, fingers, wrists flexed, just as if the hands were gonna be placed on the floor. On an exhale, lift the head and shoulders. Inhale, left arm to the outside of the right knee. Keep the right shoulder lifted. Now stay here, where you're gonna begin to straighten out both legs out. And this is Eka Pada Koundinyasana I, arm balance reclined. Okay, both legs straight, but left arm to the outside of the right leg. Inhale to center. Exhale, relax down onto your mat. From here, exhale, lift the head and shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm to the outside of the left leg. Keep lifting the left shoulder up. Stay here. Straighten both legs out. Good. I think I'm doing. Exhale to center. Hug both knees in. So when we come to do this on our hands, you can repeat these variations, or you can do the arm balances on your hands. It's your choice here. Rock all the way up. Cross the ankles. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, look forward between your hands. Bend your knees. Walk or hop forward. Top edge of your mat. Feet step all the way together. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So from your chair pose, exhale, draw your knees or your hands to your heart. Think long through the side body. As you exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Chest turns, Parivrtta Utkatasana. Knees continue to squeeze together. Good. Now from here, you have the option to place the hands for side crow. Again, you can have both elbows connected on the side of your hips, left elbow to right knee, right elbow to your right hip. Okay, so you can have the 2 points of contact here. And for doing Parsvokonasana, that's usually where I recommend people to start. So coming into Parsvokonasana, have the hands far enough away that you can make that chaturanga bend of the elbows. So if my hands are right here, it's too close. So make sure you have the space. Come up onto the tiptoes and then shift the weight. Okay. And from there, you can begin to maybe extend both legs straight, Eka Pada Koundinyasana I. Okay. Play with that for a moment. And then lower back down, forward fold, Uttanasana. If you have questions about that, feel free to wave at me, unmute yourself, and ask a question. This is actually one of my first transitional arm balances that I really, really liked. But take a quick break if you're feeling okay with try one with that. We will come to a different way to enter this posture. For now though, come into a forward fold Uttanasana. Feet step all the way together. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, get long. Exhale, right elbow outside of left knee. Pause for a moment and take the knees level. Press the knees towards each other. Keep the torso lifting off of the thighs. Parivrtta Utkatasana, revolve chair. And from here, opportunity for Parsvokonasana, side crow, second side. So same thing as before, bend deeply. If you want to take the variation, again, both elbows, one point of contact supporting the knee, other supporting the hip. If you were playing with the one-armed variation, again, hands have to step in front of you. Keep the knee to the outside of the arm as you come up onto the tiptoes and shift the shoulders forward. And then begin to play lifting the arms. And from there, begin to open both legs out. Okay. It's the Parsvokonasana to Eka Pada Koundinyasana I transition. Good. Sometimes the biggest challenge for this posture is thinking that you may end up falling on your face, which can happen. And the important thing to remember is it's just a yoga pose. Try to keep it fun and playful, and know that every time you practice anything, you're helping build those muscle memory channels, and you're putting a little deposit in your yoga bank towards getting in the future, okay? For now, Uttanasana, forward fold, and bend your knees enough that you can take the toes all the way up to the crease of the wrist, and just give those wrists a little bit of a pause for a moment, okay? Good. And from here, cross the right foot over the left, release the hands, and begin to bend into your knees. Take the left knee down first, stack the right knee in front of the left, and then sit back into the space between your heels for Gomukhasana. We've done Gomukhasana arms a bit today, but not legs. If you need to, or you would feel more comfortable with your hips, sitting up on a block, sit up on a block. And from here, you can take the shins close towards the heels, or you can practice with the shins more parallel in front of you. Wherever you are, feel a little bit of a squeeze of the knees towards each other. Good. And from here, right arm reaches up. Take the right hand into the middle of the back. If you know that you would like to use a strap, find a point of contact you can grab. I like to hold the strap in my top arm and let my left hand reach back behind me. I'm going to turn around as you continue to make your way into finding your Gomukhasana arms. And I want you to see, do you notice how my left shoulder blade is winging out here? What you want to try to do is really keep the left elbow tucked close into the side body to try to prevent as much winging of the shoulder blades as possible. If you find that you're winging a lot, trying to get to the bind, use an arm lengthener, use a strap or a towel, and find any type of connection you can here. So just as your knees are squeezing towards each other, allow the arms to make a little bit of a gentle engagement there as well. One more breath here. And then on an inhale, slowly release the arms. Keep the left knee more as it is, but take the left knee slightly more towards the center of your body and allow that left heel to come towards the back hip. Step the right foot flat onto the ground. We're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, or Lord of the Fishes pose. If you have your strap nearby, I want you to take it and thread it through the space under your right knee. So it's going to end up kind of more or less right there. Okay? So sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the left arm up. On an exhale, hug the right knee in towards the chest. Stay long, stay long. Allow the gaze to shift towards the right shoulder. But again, we don't want to hold tension in our neck as we come into this twist. With every inhale, reach a little bit taller through the spine. With every exhale, torso turns and rotates a little bit more towards the leg. Now stay here, or take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Keep trying to ground down through the base of the right big toe. Now stay just as you are. For some of us, we can drop the right fingertips down with the arms straight, or maybe begin to reach the right hand through. Okay, the right hand may come all the way through here. This is the side that's a little slightly more open for me. My hand can come through. If the hand doesn't come through, let the hand grab the strap. Let your right hand come off the floor and either find your left hand or find the strap coming into Baddha Matsyendrasana, or bound half Lord of the Fishes. Sometimes it becomes a little bit more difficult for us to maintain our breath here as we're in the deep twists. Good. Slowly release from where you are. And I said you would have a chance to practice Eka Pada a separate way into getting into the Eka Pada arm balance, okay? So with your elbow still to the outside of the right knee, keep the connection of the knee against the upper arm. My knee is glued to my upper arm, but I'm gonna take my hands. I'm now standing on my right hand. I'm gonna place my hands down to the floor, okay? I'm gonna lift up on my right toes and allow my shelves to shift up and forward. You can do this with the right elbow underneath the right hip, and then you can land right back, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Because the knee, it's a twist with the knee inflection and the arm balance, I find coming into it from Ardha Matsyendrasana to be super helpful. It's actually my favorite way to enter the posture. From here though, place the hands in front of you, stand up on the feet, walk the hands behind you, big circle, keep walking all the way around counterclockwise, and sit back down. This time left elbow or left knee on top of right knee. If that did not work out, come and set yourself up for Gomukhasana with the left knee on top of the right knee. So pausing first in Gomukhasana, finding that nice tall spine. I like to set myself up here, connect the knees towards one another, and just hang on, maybe pause for a moment, holding on to the ankles and using that point of binding here to get tall through the spine. This time, left elbow either holding onto a strap, get long through the left side body, bend the left arm, left hand comes towards the middle of the back. Right hand reaches up behind you, grabbing shirt, grabbing strap, maybe fingertips coming together. As the hands come together, notice if the head is dropping down, but keep the chin level with the floor. Keep the ribs drawing in. And then notice the containment of the bind. So there's a pulling action of the fingertips away from each other. Knees continue to gently create tension. Top knee squeezing towards bottom knee squeezing up towards top knee. Good. Slowly release. And then transition to Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you want to explore that bind again, step the left foot all the way onto the ground. Right heel comes towards left hip. So get tall here. You can place your belt in the space under your knee to help you as an arm lengthener here. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, beginning just by hugging the left knee in towards the chest. Continuing to find length. Press through the base of the left big toe. Chest turns. Neck turns without creating extra tension. You stay here, or take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Nice and tall. Next option is to take that right hand, maybe drop it through to the space between under the knee. This one won't go for me on this side. This is where it's right hand dominant, not as mobile. Left hand is going to reach behind, and maybe I'm gonna need a little extra help here. Grab onto the strap here. Good. And you might find wherever you end up holding or pausing, where can you use the leverage of the bind to lift the chest and come a little bit more deeply into the twist. Good. Exhale, slowly relax. Keep the right elbow to the outside of the right knee. And again, if you want to play with that transition to Eka Pada Koundinyasana II, I'm coming to stand, left foot on the ground. My right elbow, right upper arm is glued to that left knee. Place the hands off at an angle. And from here, come up onto the right tiptoes. Weight shifts forward. Legs work straight. And then come back down. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Good. From here, easy Upavishtakonasana. Let the legs come wide to kind of counterbalance all that deep knee flexion. So nice wide straddle. Inhale, both arms up. Gaze lifts. Exhale, press the femur bones down into the thighs and walk the hands any amount forward. Toes continue to point up towards the ceiling. Chin can go slightly towards the chest. Still think about keeping the spine nice and long, as if you could lie your chest straight onto the floor. And if it doesn't, if you're more here, and you can keep the spine longer by staying more upright, stay more upright. Emphasize the length through the torso, just enjoying the length through the legs and through the spine without any of the twists. Good. And as you stay in this longer held seated pose, just continue to notice the evenness through the right side of your body, through the left side of the body. Where might you be able to soften a little bit more? And slowly walk the hands back up. Hands underneath your knees. You can come to easy cross-legged seat, half lotus, full lotus. We will sit in 1 minute, seated meditation. can rest with your hands on the knees. You may take the right palm to the left, thumbs together. As you come for this brief sit, you can begin to scan your body from the points of contact of your seat against the mat, feeling through the lower legs and the upper legs, the weightiness of the lower body. And follow the lightness of your breath up through the spine, noticing the expansion and the contraction of the belly. As the prana and as your energy and your breath moves through your body, allowing any tension to drop away through the shoulders, any tension or holding or grasping in the face or in the jaw to soften. You may stay just as you are. If you'd like to stay with your sit to close your practice. Otherwise, you may lay back, rest in Shavasana. You may come fully reclined, having permission to allow the legs to fully extend, as wide as the mat. Let the skin be smooth along your back. The arms rest away from the body. Those of you staying in seated meditation, make any adjustments that you need to find comfort in your seat. Invite all of us to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sigh the breath out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, sigh the breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, release everywhere. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And take the ankles and the wrists in small circles. On your next inhale, reach your arms overhead. Feel long through the arms, through the legs, through the toes. As you exhale, roll onto your right side. Take a full breath there. With your eyes closed, use your hands to help up to a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. I invite you to close your practice with me with one Om. Inhale for Om. Bowing the head towards the fingertips, taking gratitude for yourself and for this practice and for those you practiced with today. Namaste. Thank you as always for being here. Hope you had a good practice today. And if you've got questions about the binds, feel free to reach out to me, or if you can hang out for a little bit, it's always good to visit with you guys.
Thanks.